I love Coach Tomeo's slide with college, right? The idea is it's just this nice steady incline. I'm going to make money at the end of it. Perfect. No way. Not a chance. Not for all you guys. Okay? It's a struggle. You're going to have to sacrifice. And by the end of it all, you're going to be set up, as you've heard some of these stories already. A lot of these seniors are pretty impressive. Even some of these juniors. You've heard it. Okay, you're surrounded by some exceptional people. But you are too. You got here, right? All of you are in this room. It's right in front of you. Don't let something outside of here or outside of you dictate what you've committed to.
A dark morning sky and morning dew means only one thing for the Prairie Fire, the start of early morning practices. As the bye week came to a close, the team moved into their usual game week routine with practices starting at 6:30 a.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Coach Tomeo decided to make the change to morning practices 3 years ago, and since then the players have seen an improvement in their on-field performance. Having early morning practices is a new thing for a lot of first-year players, but so is living in the state of Illinois. The football roster features nearly 30 kids from out of state, 12 of them coming from California. But why did they decide to go to a school over 30 hours from home?
Well, in California, you're impacted. There's a lot of students, there's not a lot of college opportunities, and then there's not a lot of college playing opportunities. So connecting with the high school coaches and having the background to know the streets and the neighborhoods and the programs, I was fortunate to play at a very good high school that had some very good athletic programs. And so there's some experience there that I'm familiar with and some credibility walking in the door. And just trying to connect the guys, give them an opportunity, a chance to keep playing, a chance to go to college, and it's just going to be a different environment. But for many of them, they need this experience in their life because all they know is Southern California, and this is a good experience for them to really shape them and make them well-rounded.
I wasn't really going to go to Knox, but he convinced me to take a flight out here, and I get off the plane, and I've never seen a cornfield before. So right away I told him that the odds of me coming here were slim to none, you know. And he kind of laughed about it and said, well, give it a shot. I was like, yeah, I will. And then I got to Knox, and I liked the look of the campus, kind of old school, but I still was kind of, all right, I can go to the East Coast, I can stay Pacific Northwest if I want to get out of state. And then I met the guys and I met the coaching staff, and it changed on a dime.
You know, I didn't really know what to expect. Before coming here, I hardly ever left California. In fact, the farthest I had ever been before I came out here was Arizona. So when I came out here, it was just kind of new. The vastness of the land when you leave town was probably the biggest shock, is, you know, because in California you have mountains, you have deserts, you have, you know, you drive out of town and there's some sort of landscape, whereas here it's you know, cornfields and stuff like that. But
I came during the spring on my recruit visit, so it was beautiful, it was bright, it was probably 78 degrees out, it was a perfect day. And they said, you came on a great day to have your visit, and the campus was shining, the grass was green, and I was like, this feels like home. It doesn't feel any different from California.
Once they experience it, they come to love it really quickly. I think you have to kind of expose them to the many different aspects of the Midwest that are different, the quality of the people, getting them off campus a little bit and experience just our family in our houses, and just really have an opportunity to see that it's not just going to school and going home on the weekend, and we're not a suitcase college. So for our guys that have a chance to come here, great family atmosphere in our team and our program, and at the same time I think they're going to be able to experience a good quality Midwest living that my family feels is really terrific.
Although many of them have enjoyed their time at Knox, that doesn't change the fact that they still face the challenges of being so far from home.
I wouldn't have anyone immediately here. Like my dad, it would take him 4 hours. My mom, she'd have to get on a 4-hour plane ticket out here. So it's just, I think it's the fact that people closest to me aren't close. So that's why I tried to build a lot of really close relationships once I got here, to try and create those bonds so I could feel like I had that family.
Biggest challenge definitely is not being able to see my family. Me and my family, we are very close, and of course along with my cousins as well, and on my other side of the family, we are very close. Every time before practice, when I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, I'm letting them know, like, hey, good morning, and it's 3 o'clock over there. And sometimes I get a response, it's really cool. After practice, I'll be able to text my parents, let them know how practice was, wish them a good day at work, etc. It's definitely been hard, but just the fact that we've still stayed in great communication constantly, it's made me feel comfortable as well. It's like a home away from home.
I know I talk to a lot of young guys, and it seems like off the bat, it's hard. They feel as if they're by themselves, which I never felt like I was by myself, but I definitely felt, separate from my family for a while, and things would happen in my family, and I felt really bad for missing those experiences. But I would say, give it some time, and eventually you'll find that you'll make friends and become more comfortable, and you'll look back and think, wow, I'm really glad that I stuck it through, because I'm happy to be where I'm at now.
And the message for any new recruit thinking about coming cross-country to play football for the Prairie Fire:
it is challenging to come across country and go to a school, Knox. Like, what's Knox? Never heard of Knox. Definitely can say it won't disappoint you. It won't disappoint you at all. You will get a great academic experience, and the coaching style and the teammates around you, just the whole atmosphere of everything is great.
For us, having the relationships not just with the kids and developing that, but also with the programs in the high schools, I think has really allowed us to build some more inroads. And having recruited California for pretty much my whole career, I know quite a few people that are, you just get to know over time, and they're always really respectful and appreciative of us recruiting and taking care of their kids when we get them on our campus.
Of the 12 that represent the state of California, 4 of them are multi-year starters and have contributed to the recent success of Prairie Fire football. As the week came to a close, the football team packed their bags and headed to Ripon, Wisconsin for an overnight trip and a matchup with the 1-1 Redhawks. To Ripon we go. The Redhawks won the toss and called for the ball to start the game, but the Prairie Fire were ready to go. The option toss to the right is bobbled, and the Fire are all over it. A quick turnover for the defense as first-year Larry Harris gets credit for the recovery. Still scoreless later in the first quarter, the Knox defense holds strong again and forces another turnover. This time it's James Donasso that falls on it and gives the ball right back to the Fire offense. We head to the second quarter, Knox trailing 7-0, and the Redhawks find the end zone to go up 14, but that's how the first half would end. Third quarter action, Jake Amaro in the shotgun rolls left and finds a wide open Hunter Lee, sticks his feet in the ground for a Prairie Fire first down, and it sets up this Jesus Flores 40-yard try. Snap, hold, and kick is on the way, splits the uprights. It's good. Knox trails 14-3. But the Redhawks answer right back with a 1-yard TD run to go up 17 in the third. Ripon added another late score, and the Prairie Fire fall to the Redhawks on their homecoming, 28-3. As they loaded the buses to return to Galesburg, the Fire turned their focus to their 4th game of the season against St. Norbert. Saturday will be the first time Knox has played in front of their home fans in nearly a month. kickoff is scheduled for 12 o'clock. Next week on Hard Knocks, we take a look at family connections throughout the Prairie Fire program, plus highlights from the Game 4 matchup with St. Norbert's. We will see you next week on Hard Knocks.